Do you remember when this famous NBA player got murdered by his own wife? Now, the wife's name is Shara, and Shara is about 39 when this story starts, and she's living in Memphis, and Shara seems to really want money. Well, no problem, because Shara is married to this recently retired NBA player, so she should have access to lots of money. However, things are not going great in this marriage, because both she and her former NBA husband believe that the other person is cheating on them. So they're like fighting all the time. And so one day in 2010, after 13 years together, they decide that it's too much and it's time for Shara to get a divorce from her husband. Here's the thing about her famous former NBA player husband, though. His name is Lorenzen, and he's retired now, but he made a lot of money over the course of his basketball career. But despite that, he and Shara are somehow having financial problems. And while they're trying to get along and co-parent through this whole divorce, it's not really working for Shara. I guess she just doesn't trust him, and she feels like he isn't telling her the whole truth about all their finances. And so at some point, she decides the best way to get some more money out of him is to just murder him and get paid through his life insurance plan. Now, Shara, she's a high-class woman. She's not going to commit this murder herself. She's going to get someone else to do it. And that is when this guy comes in, Billy. And Billy, he's a landscaper. I guess he does Shara's landscaping for her. And I guess she thinks he is fine because pretty soon they start smashing. So she ends up recruiting him to help her with this murder plot. Shara also recruits her cousin to help her. This guy, who we'll just call Cousin. So Shara brings Billy and Cousin together, and she's like, we've got to murder Lorenzen. And these two guys are like, all right. So then, the two of them, Billy and Cousin, they drive from Memphis all the way over to Atlanta, where Lorenzen's condo is. Then, they break into the place all quietly, and there, on the couch, they see someone sleeping. And one of them walks up to this person, and he realizes that it's not Lorenzen. And they're like, well, damn. And they leave and they drive back to Memphis. So that plan failed. But Shara is not about to give up. She really wants that life insurance money. So instead of trying to murder Lorenzen in his house in Atlanta, Shara now decides to lure him over to Memphis and assassinate him there. And she's going to lure him there by offering him sex. So she gets to work and she starts sending Lorenzen spicy text messages and whatnot, suggesting that he should come to Memphis soon so that they can smash. And I don't know if this works or what, but Lorenzen does end up coming to Memphis one weekend, and while